Did you know that according to Harvard Business School, out of 30,000 products launched every single year, 95% of them fail? And in India, around 70 to 80% startups fail every single year. Don't you think the products being launched in the market right now have a higher chance of failure as compared to their predecessors? But then how come companies like Netflix, Google, Facebook, Apple became so successful after being introduced in the same market? They must have surely done something differently than these new age products. But what? The answer is quite simple, yet frequently overlooked. That is MVP, or minimum viable product. Now, what's an MVP? MVP, or minimum viable product, is the first draft or the first version of your product. This first version of your product should be designed in such a way that your users can interact with the product and provide their feedbacks. This feedback can be then used as a guide for improvements and further developments in your product. Did you know that building an MVP and subscribing to Intellipaat's YouTube channel are two genius moves made in one single day? Minimum effort, maximum productivity. Sorry, Red Bull.
Oh, hello. I know, right?
But how does MVP achieve more with less? Here's an example. Imagine you run a cafe and you are planning to add a new dish to your cafe's menu. But there's a tiny little problem. You have no idea how your customers are going to react to your new dish. Keep in mind that you are a renowned chef. So if your dish flops, your reputation is also done for. So instead of directly adding this new recipe to your menu, you give out free samples. This way, even if your dish flops, you can quietly bury the evidence along with saving your time, money, and your reputation as a master chef. So you see, this is one of the major reasons why MVP becomes so important for your business. Alright, enough with all this MVP cheerleading. Let's get back to work and understand how to integrate MVP with your own business. This brings us to our next topic, how to start with MVP. Before starting to work with any idea, make sure to have a clear picture of the demand for your product. Because at the end of the day, even if you build a highly sophisticated and advanced prototype, if people don't find the need to use your product, it ultimately fails. Remember, MVP relies on actual data and feedback gathered from real users using your product, instead of guesses and assumptions. So you can start by developing multiple versions of your product. Not the whole product, just the basic functions with slight changes in all the different versions. By testing out various versions with various users, you will get to see which version works and which doesn't. Once you have filtered out the most successful version, add the core functionalities and features you would want in your final product. Release this new version in the market and keep the feedbacks coming. Analyze this new set of feedbacks and according to the suggestions from your users, trim the unnecessary features and add new ones, or make other adjustments that will make your product even more effective. I must warn you that this process of researching, designing, manufacturing and testing will be an ongoing circle throughout the entire life cycle of your product. But don't be disheartened, because this approach guarantees that the development of your final product will meet all the customer requirements in a better way. Alright, that's all the MVP knowledge you need. Now go and build your product before somebody else does. If you enjoyed this video, then don't just walk away. Hit that like button and subscribe to Intellipaat's YouTube channel for more such content. See you next time. Bye.